real story behind Annabelle, when a doll brought terror. An innocent beginning. In the world of the supernatural, few stories are as chilling and perplexing as the tale of Annabelle. The spine-tingling legend surrounding this seemingly innocent doll served as the inspiration for the terrifying Conjuring universe. But as they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Our story begins in the quiet suburbs of Connecticut in the 1970s, when a young nursing student named Donna received a doll as a gift. In 1970, Donna's mother gave her a vintage Raggedy Ann doll as a birthday present. Little did they know that this unassuming gift would become the epicenter of unimaginable horrors. The doll's wide smile and button eyes seemed harmless, but something sinister was lurking within. Shortly after receiving Annabelle, Donna and her roommate Angie started noticing peculiar occurrences in their apartment. Annabelle seemed to move on her own, changing positions and rooms when no one was looking. At first, they dismissed these events as their imagination, but as time passed, the sinister nature of the doll became more evident. One evening, Donna and Angie found a note that read, "Help me, help us." The handwritten message sent shivers down their spines. They had never seen this note before, and it was impossible for an intruder to enter their apartment without their knowledge. Terrified and desperate for answers, Donna and Angie decided to seek professional help. They consulted a medium who conducted a seance to communicate with the spirit they believed was attached to the doll. What they uncovered was beyond their wildest nightmares. The story of Annabelle Higgins. The medium revealed that the spirit inhabiting the doll was that of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins. According to the medium, Annabelle had died at the age of 7, and her spirit had found refuge in the doll. Filled with compassion, Donna and Angie permitted the spirit to stay. Their decision to allow the spirit to remain in the doll proved to be a grave mistake. Annabelle's behavior became increasingly malevolent, revealing the dark and sinister force lurking within her. The doll seemed to delight in tormenting Donna and Angie, demonstrating a range of eerie and frightening behaviors. The most alarming and physical evidence of Annabelle's malevolence was her tendency to scratch or even attack those in her presence. Witnesses reported deep, inexplicable claw marks appearing on their bodies after encounters with the doll. These scratches often felt burning hot and seemed to materialize out of thin air. Annabelle displayed a disturbing ability to move objects in the apartment. Donna and Angie would leave a room and return to find furniture rearranged, items thrown about, or the doll relocated to a different spot. Annabelle seemed to take pleasure in creating an unsettling and chaotic environment. Perhaps the most chilling of all her abilities was the apparent power to levitate. Witnesses claimed to have seen the doll hover or float a few inches above the ground. This phenomenon occurred while Annabelle was confined within her glass case, further emphasizing the evil nature of the entity attached to her. In addition to the haunting note that Donna and Angie discovered, Annabelle seemed to enjoy leaving cryptic messages. They would find messages like, "Help us," or "You're in grave danger," written on scraps of paper, even though they had no recollection of writing them. Whenever Annabelle was around, a palpable sense of dread and fear descended upon the apartment. Visitors often reported feeling as though they were being watched by an unseen malevolent presence, causing intense anxiety and discomfort. The doll appeared to possess the ability to manipulate dreams. Donna and Angie reported having recurring nightmares in which Annabelle played a central, menacing role. These nightmares were vivid, distressing, and left a lasting impact on their psyches. The extent of Annabelle's malevolence became increasingly clear, prompting Donna and Angie to seek professional help in their desperate quest to understand and mitigate the growing terror she brought into their lives. With Annabelle's antics spiraling out of control, Donna and Angie contacted paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens quickly identified that the doll wasn't possessed by a young girl, but by a malevolent, demonic entity. The Warrens decided to take the doll away from Donna and Angie to protect them from the dangerous entity attached to it. They placed Annabelle in a specially designed case made of glass and wood. However, the malevolent spirit within the doll was not so easily contained. Annabelle's reign of terror. In the Warrens' Occult Museum, Annabelle's sinister reputation grew, and her malevolence seemed to extend beyond the confines of the doll itself. Visitors to the museum encountered a range of eerie occurrences linked to the doll, demonstrating that the evil force attached to Annabelle had not diminished over the years. Many visitors reported seeing shadowy figures lurking around the doll's enclosure. Some claimed to witness full-bodied apparitions or shadowy forms darting around, suggesting that the malevolent presence tied to Annabelle still sought to intimidate and terrify. In some cases, visitors claimed to have experienced physical contact from an unseen entity. They reported feeling invisible hands brushing against their skin, tugging at their clothing, or even pushing and scratching them. Sudden drops in temperature and unexplained cold spots were commonly experienced near Annabelle's case. Electronics in the museum frequently malfunctioned when near Annabelle. Cameras and recording equipment failed to work, batteries drained quickly, and lights flickered inexplicably. The entity appeared to interfere with modern technology, as if trying to maintain its secrecy. Some individuals heard disembodied voices and whispers that seemed to emanate from Annabelle's case. A few visitors even claimed to have experienced nightmares or vivid, unsettling visions after coming into contact with Annabelle. These dreams often featured disturbing imagery and heightened feelings of terror, similar to the nightmares that initially plagued Donna and Angie. The cumulative effect of these occurrences within the Warrens' Occult Museum is a chilling testament to the enduring malevolence connected to Annabelle. Today, while the doll herself remains confined within her glass case, the sinister force that clings to her continues to exert its dark influence, creating an environment rife with fear and supernatural phenomena. Annabelle's terrifying story has become a cultural phenomenon. Her legend inspired a series of successful horror films in the Conjuring universe. The doll herself, locked safely in her glass case, serves as a reminder of the mysterious and the macabre. Annabelle's story is far from over. Her eerie presence still lingers, serving as a stark reminder that the supernatural world is closer than we think. The legacy of Annabelle continues to captivate and terrify audiences worldwide. The story of Annabelle, the real-life doll that inspired a cinematic universe, remains an enigma. While Hollywood has capitalized on the terror she embodies, The true nature of her malevolent force remains a question that may never be fully answered. Perhaps the most chilling aspect of Annabelle is the uncertainty, the nagging doubt that somewhere beyond the movies, she is still out there, waiting for her next unsuspecting victim. In horror lore, the bone-chilling tales of dolls coming to life are not unique to Annabelle. Whether it's the serial-killing Chucky doll in Child's Play, the babysitting nightmare of Brahms the boy, or the latest horrific tale to hit big screens, 2023's Megan, we've all heard a story of a doll coming to life to haunt our dreams. Annabelle, however, is the one horror tale in the genre rooted in actual events, reminding us that sometimes the most terrifying tales are the ones rooted in reality.